Hey guys, how you doing? This is Jackson from Trinity and welcome to part 14 of Surviving Mars. So, been an ongoing feature with this game recently, particularly for me, is the farms failing repeatedly. And I was on a bit of a look around trying to work out exactly what it is that might be happening. There's some storage there. And it looks like that I am not filling out the farms with people. And that's what's actually causing the issue, is that if you don't have a full farm, excuse me, if you don't have a full farm, then there's a risk that your crops are going to fail in terms of people on board and working. So that's what has caused me the problem. So that's priority of nurseries. What I need to do is really just get more people into my dome. And how are we doing for people here? So colonists 21 of 50, vacant work slots 30, vacant work slots is 30. That's ridiculous. And yeah, that is what's actually causing me the issue on the farms. Do we have a rocket on the way? So that's bringing food, and that one's bringing people. Lovely. So we will get some more people in, and I want really farms to become the priority. How often this building is, so that's the living quarters. What I want to find out is priority effects. So often this building is serviced by drones, as well as the share of its power and life support. Notifications are shown for buildings with low priority. And we don't want low priority. What I want is just more people, and more people servicing my my farms. And now this rocket that's coming down now, it's got 12 passengers, which will certainly, well, 24, which is good for vacant residential slots. We're going to bring them in here immediately. In fact, here they are now. So let's bring them in. Hopefully I didn't set that on to land on any drones. No, I didn't, which is good. And yes, what we're still doing is working on the dredger mystery. And we've researched a way to destroy landed dredgers by using drones, which we don't really want to actually destroy them. That's not the way I'm wanting to play this game. But we're also working on the dredger wavelength decoding. So we're getting 756 research per sol, which is pretty good going. But the dredger mystery is becoming our main focus right now, so it does mean unfortunately we are slowing down on the on the actual colony research, as it were. But we're going to bring some people in here. Hopefully we'll get the farms filled out as being the priority. I really want that to happen.
New colonists have arrived.
12 new colonists, which is wonderful. And I want them to go straight into the farms. If that'll make it the priority in terms of people available. I'm hoping it will. So everyone's moved in. They're going to be nice and happy. Producing lots of oxygen. Got lots of water. Power as well, which is nice. Yeah, I just want to get these in the farms. And we want to fill out the farms, really. And maybe that's the problem, because I've got, instead of having all these farms and having them fail, well, we've got one person going in there, which is good. We've got another person going in there. Maybe it's worth just splitting these people off. Who are they? Do we have anyone going into there? We haven't got anyone that's gone into the rare metals, which is frustrating. Grocer, diner, concrete. So we have another lot of vacant residential spots. Let's bring Victor in there. Concrete extract is fine, that's fine. So, and we have the new colonists. Again, I'm wondering if it's worth, because we've left that gap there for expansion, Is this one getting refueled? It is. One more, then I can send that one off.
Resources are low.
So machine parts and electronics, which is fine, but we now have electronics being produced. We should probably get ourselves a storage and a depot for rare metals. Where are we? Rare metals. I'll just stick that one there. That'll help with the production side of things. Okay, so you're ready to go, so please go. That's great. Concrete extractor, we have tons right now, not too overly concerned about that. That dome seems to be working quite well. In terms of, wow, yeah, we're making a bit of a mess now here, aren't we? Still we're kicking out the water, which is good. Maybe it's worth just building some dumping sites. For them to collect up all that waste rock. Keep the drones busy in that area since they're not doing too much. So how are we looking in this dome? Again, hydroponics is producing, but it's nothing in comparison to here. You don't have a workplace. You do. So you have a negative, you have a bonus. So we are producing still quite a bit of food.
Crop failure reported.
See, here we go again. Another crop failure. So in terms of this dome, so we've got 24 of 24 here. But again, there are more work slots available. So the question is, do we just bring more people in? Our electronics factory should be absolutely working non-stop. So Victor, you're still unloading food, which is fine. Let's have a look at this. So we are producing versus what we're using for maintenance. So that should be resolved. I think we just need more people again. I really think that's what it's come to. Passenger rocket, what have we got? Specialisation. If I were to just take botanists to work the farm, that'd be good. That'd be really good. Let's just launch and get some botanists. We'll get this rocket sent back. Farming seems to be the biggest concern, but then really what I want to do is have a look at so if we were to, can't I just even have a look? No, I can't, obviously not. Maybe wanting engineers to come and work in the factories and get this problem resolved fairly quickly is what I'm hoping. And yeah, we're just kind of waiting for the dredgers to, or the dredger mystery to continue, because I don't wish to destroy the dredgers, and I believe that was an option that I picked last time we played. Was simply not to kill them, not an option. Now look, it's getting more tidied up now, isn't it? So I'm guessing it's just waiting for this research to plop in, which may take forever and a day. So did we rebuild? I don't think we ever did actually. got the polymers factory working. We never rebuilt the shuttle hub here. I think we probably should actually. Oh, we did. It's there. So it is transporting things across. I'm going to turn the speed up actually, that may help move things along. So that still has some food on board. So that's not going to get any opportunity to take off anytime soon. That's being worked. That's being worked. Machine parts. We just need more people. And with that in mind, I think we probably want to build another living quarters, smart home. Smart complex. So let's put that in. Make it a priority build. Yeah, the rocket's ready.
Resources are low.
I know, but I've just used a load of them. Someone's still got food on. No point me to take it. I wish it would just leave me alone. Just let me get that completed. We're not actually. We're not exporting rare metals. We are making use of them. So this just needs the electronics to be delivered, which it should get through the day. Power seems to be a little low, which is surprising. I suppose through the day we are obviously using more. Okay, let's bring them in. We're going to have to bring them in. This one no longer has food, so launch. Come on, nearly there.
New colonists have arrived.
And they're botanists, so I'm hoping that will mean that they all just fill out the farms. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. That makes life a lot easier. Now, I know you're homeless, but it's not going to be long before you get that that little boost. There we go. Here it comes. Lovely, we have a new smart home. So let's have a look at these, shall we? So it's got a pool, some lounges. How far can we see? There's some nice little storage areas. Look, it's got the little little colony icon on there as well, which is quite cool. So yeah, little kitchen area at the other side. Look at that, that's awesome. Okay, so we had another dredger land on Mars. Again, I don't really want to have to go and attack them. I don't think that's the right thing to do. So now, in terms of this dome, everything is good. Everything is gravy. We're going to have lots of food being produced as we now have our farms fully filled and with quite a few people. Why does that not have any malfunctioned? Right, okay, so this this water extractor, let's turn off and salvage, as we've now run out of water on that one site. Dredges into the light.
Problem on the horizon. A potentially devastating one.
A famous leak site has just released leak logs and reports from our colony. They concentrate exclusively on the dredges and they elaborate on the evidence that we have contacted an alien civilization. Our sponsors were probably foolish enough to believe that a secret can remain hidden from public in the age of information. The uproar is tremendous and the UN calls for an emergency press conference. The monitoring council of our sponsor was insistent on our participation in the event. It will be held via interplanetary network. We will be the centre of attention. The time lag will give us 15 minutes between questions to think of the best way to answer. There is no reason to hide the truth now. Good golly! So is that going to happen straight away? Avril is refueled and ready to go. Wow, I really should have going to keep getting that pop-up art. But anyway, that's just the nature of me not preparing properly for this recording session. But so be it. Right, I feel like we're getting a little bit closer. We've got some electronics coming in really nicely now. Got quite a few people in for that shift. And machine parts as well.
The conference at the United Nations is about to begin. We'll be transcribing the communication on the fly, give or take 5 minutes or so.
Mr. President, Mr. Secretary General, fellow delegates, ladies and gentlemen, for many centuries humans have speculated that, in the great expanse of the universe, there should be life. Humanity never dismissed their hope for contact, and so, even before we could reach for the stars, we built machines to probe the space for signs of existence of others. Until recently, our attempts were met with silence, and we had to rely on our unshakable belief. But today we have proof we are not alone. Allow me to introduce you to the commander of the Mars Alpha, our first colony on the Red Planet, who will personally address your questions. So we can't speak to contact or conflict. That doesn't make sense, but rather unforeseen competition. To talk about making contact with sentient race is rather premature.
What we can confirm is that the automated vessels we encountered were of unknown origin.
The vessels dismissed all of our attempts to communicate and proceed with their only mission to consume and transport resources from the surface of Mars. In another time we would address the activity with affectionate curiosity and excitement, but in light of our current situation this has caused great distress and concern in all personnel of Mars Alpha. Without bothering you with the tiresome technical details, the extraction and utilization of Martian resources is crucial to the success of Mars Alpha and our ability to settle in the solar system. Our colony's safety and viability is our utmost priority. This is why I've personally supervised operations to deny the alien vessels the opportunity to extract and steal away the metal deposits crucial to our survival. I didn't do that. I would ask those who raise questions on the measure of reaction. What would you call a neighbour who deliberately tries to steal all your attempts to lead a better life?
After the applause dies down, the delegates proceed to question our sponsors' committee as to the details of their encounter with the dredgers.
They handle most of the questions with ease and require little input from you, and then you are confronted with a direct question from one of the delegates. An anonymous yet reliable source has disclosed to us that you ordered and succeeded in a deliberate destruction of at least one of the alien vessels. My country condemns any premature aggressive actions which could continue to taint the reputation of humankind, especially when addressing such a delicate matter. What gave you the authority to act in such a risky manner without an official resolution from the Council of the United Nations? So really, by me selecting what was obviously the wrong line of questioning, I've gone down a route which I didn't want to, which was I haven't destroyed any of them. But now I'm kind of stuck down this route of I was aggressive, yet I wasn't. So the prosperity of our colony is our first and only concern. This is not an act of aggression, but a step towards mutual understanding. Okay.
I would only take issue with half of the statement given by our honorable delegate. While we did indeed dismantle the vessel, I would hardly paint our intent as an expression of the darker side of human nature.
Our goal was to make sense of what's happening, the nature of the alien vessels, which is one of the underlying principles of science. Our efforts were not in vain. The greatest minds of Mars Alpha and Earth managed to make amazing progress. Dismantling the probe allowed us to make sense of the communications of the alien machines, maybe even the basis of the language of their creators, and not only that. The scientific knowledge we gained from this event will speed our way to the stars, where even more puzzling mysteries await those of us who have the bravery and integrity to face the unknown. Is that it? Nothing else? Does always seem interesting, those kind of pauses in between. So a United Nations Assembly will be held soon. Right, okay, so that's what we're waiting for next then. In the meantime, we continue to survive. Mars, haha, see what I did there. And that's really going to annoy me. Stop popping up. So that's brilliant. We just had a load of food, which has produced and passed. Machine parts factory, concrete extractor. What's up with you? Needs maintenance. So tell you what, give that a priority, please, drones. In terms of maintenance, that's lovely. Electronics has gone down, but we are producing. And what's wrong with the diner? And where is the diner? The diner's over here. What's up? Not enough workers. We'll turn that work shift off them. Just have the one. We do actually have space in this dome. I'm not too sure what to do with it. I feel like getting more.
Meteor shower incoming.
Oh, really? Well, outstanding. It might be a good idea to maybe put a cut in here as that meteor shower comes in. We shall see what happens. In the meantime, so how are our factories looking? We've got the machine parts factory working there pretty well. Two of the concrete extractors. We've got the rare metals extractor going. We've got quite a few people working in the electronics factory as well. So vacant residential slots. We still have 11 vacant residential slots. So what I'm wondering is passenger rocket specializations. We have no engineers. We have 3 more botanists, but that's all. We have a load of scientists which work in research buildings, but that means gaming and shopping. And in terms of gaming and shopping, if I remember correctly, a lot of those use electronics store. Is that for the gaming? So it consumes 1 electronics, and what I really want is engineers. What have we got in terms of dome spires? So medical centre. Can use 20 power as well. Water reclamation, which we already have. So we need some more research. Now the archaeology, I'd love to be able to get the archaeology. That would be really nice. But for now, I think we'll keep going. Keep going as we are. In terms of power options, Stirling generator, atomic accumulator, stores power, high capacity and max output, but charges slowly. That's going to cost me polymers. Fusion reactor, research nuclear fusion to unlock this building. Which we'd kind of love to, but right now, it's kind of frustrating that the research queue is blocked while we get this research done, and I'm wondering how worth it is, given that it's really hampering. But I'm going to assume that it's part of the storyline, so I want to keep that going. But I'm also frustrated by it as well. So you see here we've got this water place here, but no dumping sites for it. Let's get a few dumping sites. Just to get rid of some of the stored rock. Keep it more local, because I'm assuming that drones are going to having to go over here for that. Concrete extracting again is fine. We're using more maintenance than what we're actually producing, interestingly enough. So it may be worth looking at getting some more concrete extraction here. What grade is this? It's high grade as well, so we're going to burn through it pretty quickly. So let's pause production. Concrete extractor. I can't see. Let's get that. Get that one in there. We need to run some cables now. Although we only need power actually, don't we? So can we go along here maybe? Yes we can, lovely. Go and do that. And then we're going to need a storage, a depot for the concrete. Which I'll just put there. And then we're going to need some dumping sites as well. I know it's probably not the prettiest thing to have it right next to the dome, but needs must. I'll go and get that built. Feels like I'm actually doing something as well, which is quite nice in that sense. So speed is still going at the fastest, and just before the meteor storm hits, we will put in another cut. Vacant work slots 94. That's fine. We have one renegade. Really? How curious. Can we find out who that renegade is? Maybe not. So in this dome we actually have we have 12 vacant residential slots. And that's just down to the amount of people that we have in here. Not build, but rockets. Passenger rocket. Oh, we're getting some engineers. Yeah, I want the engineers. Officers. Geologist. Extractor buildings. Damn. So if I get the... Yeah, I want the engineers. Just reject all those to start with. So I want engineers and geologists. Factories and mines. Let's launch that. How many people are we actually bringing on this rocket? Oh, it's just 12 passengers. So hopefully we'll get that rocket in time. And then when the geologists... Has each dome got its own... shuttle? It doesn't actually. And I feel like having shuttles might not be a bad thing for each dome actually. Why do I have a drone hub not working? Wait, what? Do we have an overlap with another drone hub? No, we do not. Oh crap. RC Commander, where are you? Oh good, you're quite close actually. Get over here. Quickly, please. I should be able to get that resolved pretty quickly. Please. Actually, do we have some little drones coming to the rescue? Have that as a priority fix, please. Please tell me we have some overlap. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Where are you? I see transport. Okay, do me a favour then. Where do we have electronics? Well, we have many of them by the looks of things. Do we have any? We don't have any in there. We don't have any in there. We don't have many electronics anyway by the looks of things. Okay, well hopefully that one as being a priority, we will get the dome serviced sooner rather than later. Yes, there we go, wonderful stuff. But that does indicate to me a larger issue, is that we literally do not have an overlap between those areas. So with that in mind, I'm going to stick my drone commander
Resources are low.
in the middle. Yep, I know. But we are producing. We just need to stop using them, which is the problem, I think, more than anything else. Press
By the
conference.
looks on the faces of the audience, your words have made a lasting mark.
You not only managed to persuade the public to support our efforts, but also inspired millions of people around the world who watched the live stream. Your influence will aid the colony greatly. Public opinion for Mars Alpha has increased. Additional 50 applicants are available. I feel like a rock star. Okay, so that's wonderful. Great, we have more people. Brill. But what does that actually mean? Very little, by the looks of things. Okay guys, well we've got 3 hours until the meteor storm, so it seems like a good place to put in a cut. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.